Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's head on over to settings, and under settings you'll find a section called domains, and under domains you can add a new domain, or if you have an existing domain you can connect it. I'm going to assume that in this tutorial we're going to get a brand new domain for a brand new shop. Go ahead and do a little search for the domain that you want to find. Let's see what I can find. Start with the basics. Looks like that is not available for me, so I'm gonna go like this. See if that's available. There we go. That'll do good. That'll be fine. Just go ahead and click buy. Well, let's see here. And that should automatically configure itself. Honestly, once you purchase it, it will take a little while. Might take a few minutes, might take a few hours, might even take a day. But eventually, what you will see is that you can actually set the primary domain over here. Let's see. So under our domains setting, you can choose which is your primary domain. Right now, the primary domain is the subdomain on Shopify. So if we want to change that, we would go ahead and do that here just by clicking into it. And let's see. I believe we're going to set to primary right there. Yeah, there we go. So Academia Shop is now set to the primary domain for this store. That's exactly what we want. It may not be propagated yet on the internet. We'll see if that's working yet. But once it's all good to go, it should automatically start working. Should be able to type in that address and punch up your store. Let's see. All right, what's next? You know, let's do shipping and deliveries next. All right, so I've got a nice little hack for this, how I like to do shipping, especially drop shipping from AliExpress. From the settings section, head on over to shipping and delivery. There may be some initial zones already created by default. I'm going to just delete everything that is automatically in there. Rest of the world is good. Shipping to rest of the world is what I want. But what I want to do here is set up a rate. And this is how I do it. All right, so this is the easiest way that I've found in order to handle shipping with AliExpress drop shipping. Now here's the thing about shipping. Let me give you a quick overview. People can get scared away when they notice that there's a shipping charge on their order, especially if you're selling inexpensive products, right? So what I like to do is I like to add just a little bit of shipping, right? You'll notice that a lot of shipping options from AliExpress are like $3, $3.50. That's pretty standard using AliExpress standard shipping. Now that's a decent shipping option. That'll get packages to your customer in maybe 2 to 3 weeks, you know, 10 to 20 days, give or take. Reasonable, good enough, not too bad. So what we're going to do here is we are going to set up a system for adding an extra $3 for every item that the person adds to their cart. And we're going to do a little bit of trickery here, so I'll explain as we go. Let's start by giving our shipping option a name. All right, so I'm going to call this, here we go, worldwide lowest rate shipping. And then it's not a bad idea to put an expectation in your shipping delivery time. I'm going to do 7 to 21 days. It probably won't be 7 if you're doing AliExpress standard shipping. It's not impossible, but you know what? Having a lower end estimate gives your customers a bit of encouragement to help them put through that sale. But we are also saying it could be up to 21 days, right? So you know, it's a little bit sneaky. It's a little bit sneaky. We know it's going to be more like 2 weeks, but we don't want people to back out of the sale, so we're going to say 7 to 21 days. 7's possible. It's just not too likely. Anyway, that's kind of what I recommend. 7 to 21 days is a decent, you know, they might get it in a couple of weeks. But if you give them a range to expect, right, you give them a range to expect, then they're not going to be totally surprised and shocked when it takes 2 weeks or 3 weeks to arrive if they're expecting it in 3 days, right? So we want to give them a bit of a range here. And the price I'm going to actually charge for that, I'm just going to go ahead and do an odd number. Instead of exactly $3, I'm going to go ahead and do $2.98. You know, You could do $3.25 or something like that. Basically the same price as AliExpress shipping option costs. But here's the thing. I'm actually going to edit this rate, add some conditions. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Add some conditions based on weight. So this one will be first from 0 weight to 1 kilogram. I'm using kilograms. This will have nothing to do with the actual weight of the item. This will be our own little tricky internal system for basically forcing Shopify to add $3 for every single item added to the cart. All right, so what we're going to do, and I'll show you the whole kind of nutshell in a second. What we're going to do is, for example, we've got this product in the shop, this testing product. What I'm going to do here, well, it's got a lot of variants, so I'm just going to go ahead and edit into one of those variants, and I'm going to set the weight of this particular item to 1. All right, I'm going to go and do this to all of the variants. All of the variants get the weight of 1. That way, if somebody orders 1 of these, it will add $3 on for shipping. If they order 10 of these, it will add $30 on for shipping. 10 times 3, right? Of course, our price is $2.97. I'm just rounding up to 3 for easy math. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, set all of those to weight 1, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got all of those set to weight 1. Let's go and add some additional shipping rules in. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Back to the shipping and delivery section, manage the shipping rates. From here, go ahead and let's add a new rate. First, we'll copy that. Just copy that because we're going to use that in a second. Control C. We'll call this the exact same. And the price will be just double of our last one. So $2.97, it'll be like, $5.95. Almost $6, right? Add conditions. The weight will be a minimum of 1.01, or which is, 1.01, sure, or 1.1. Anything above 1, basically, to 2. All right, this means that this shipping option will be available if there's 2 items in the cart. If you do 1 to 2, that won't work. It has to be above the previous one. And we know each item's only going to be 1 kilogram. So using this kind of method will ensure that this just works. All right, so we've got this one from 1.1 to 2.1 for that amount. All right, so now we're going to go exactly the same rate name. This one's going to be our $9 option, 3 items in the cart. I'm going to go $8.97. And I'm going to add the weight condition. This will be 2.1 to 3 based on item weight. All right, so you see what we're doing here. We're basically adding, maybe 8 or 10 shipping rates. It's unlikely that you'll get, shipping more products than that. But if you do, you know what? You've collected so much on shipping already, you should come out ahead. You should actually make a little bit of profit, if not break even on that. So I'm going to go ahead and now set up another shipping rate, and the price will be the next tier up, 369, 10, 11, 12, so like 11.97, sure. Add conditions, and this one will be from 3.1 to 4. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. Now you could continue to add up to half a dozen, 10 different rates, or what you could do is cap it if you want. And what you could do is something like free shipping over $75, something like that, and free shipping over